expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Brother Mike is back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. God bless you today. Thank you for tuning in the radio program. Today's Battlefield Bible Study, pornography, Arizona versus Planned Parenthood and the porn industry today on Hardcore. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? Got some interesting positive news about the state of Arizona. You'll be happy to hear. This is Brother Mike. I am the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. The website, HardcoreChristianity.com, has all of our ministry services. Thursday night is our new ministry, the Healing Rooms. When you come in the door at 7 p.m., just turn to your right and go down to the small sanctuary. Also, we have a mental illness healing class that is going wonderfully. If you know someone who's mentally ill and they need to be cured, they can be cured. Thursday nights at 7 p.m. When you come in the front door, just keep going straight. It's in the sanctuary just in front of the main entrance. 7 p.m. Brother Ron is teaching the class, and we've had some wonderful fruit out of it already. It's been tremendous. Thank you for your support. By the way, I'm now into my 17th year on the radio here in Maricopa County. Thanks to your kindness, your tithes and offerings have been fantastic. I have never been late on a radio payment. You have always provided. The good Lord has always provided. Thank you for your support. Sister Karen's on the front page of the website. She's still listing your homes for sale. By the way, thank you so much for all the donations last year, and for those of you who contacted Karen to list your home. It's been wonderful. Thank you for your donations on the PayPal button on the website. God bless you today. Pornography, as you know, is a cancer on the planet. It's the quickest way, practically, for anybody to pick up demons, sinner or saint, Christian or unbeliever, doesn't matter. If you get on pornography on the internet, you are going to pick up lust demons. There is no question about it, and it is a non-negotiable concept. It's non-negotiable. The spirits actually enter your body, and in most cases, you can feel the spirits entering your body. In addition to that, pornography is a societal cancer. Check out this article. The great state of Arizona is actually doing something right now, which is very encouraging. Here's the article, quote, "The state of Arizona is in the process of declaring pornography a public health crisis because of its toxic effects on society. Legislators are so convinced that porn is wreaking havoc on their state, they are introducing legislation to call attention to the problem." Republican Representative Michelle Udall is heading up the fight against the porn industry, proposing House Concurrent Resolution 2009. The resolution seeks to declare porn a public health crisis. According to the Arizona Republic, Republican Representative Michelle Udall said that porn perpetuates a sexually toxic environment that damages all areas of our society. Like the tobacco industry, pornography has created a public health crisis. Pornography is used pervasively, even by minors. According to the House Concurrent Resolution 2009, an alarming rate of children are being exposed to porn due to its easy accessibility and aggressive presence on the internet. Udall noted that viewing porn can lead to, quote, low self-esteem, eating disorders, and an increase in problematic sexual activity at ever younger ages. No kidding. That's an understatement. The article goes on to say, quote, not only does she argue that porn can be destructive to one's mental health, but it's also dangerous in a physical capacity. According to the resolution, it points out that pornography normalizes violence and the abuse of women and children by treating them as objects, increasing demand for sex trafficking, prostitution, and child porn. Udall also credits porn with harming the family structure, saying it can lead to a decrease in a young man's sexual desire to marry and ultimately leading to dissatisfaction with marriage and infidelity, she says. Last week, the resolution was passed in a 5-3 vote by the House Committee on Health and Human Services, the Republicans leading the support. Representative Kelly Butler from Paradise Valley, a Democrat, argued that there is no scientific proof to back up Udall's claims that makes the bill valid. My assumption is she's going to vote no on it. As you know, I did some other radio shows on this very subject. In 2011, I did a radio show when Utah became the first state to do this. They declared pornography a public health crisis. Pornography is rampant among Mormons and pervasive in the state of Utah, and it got so bad that the Utah state legislature had to step in and do something about it. But what was great about that, 11 other states did what Utah did, and now Arizona is in the process of doing the exact same thing. By my estimates, and I can't prove this, Planned Parenthood is probably one of the most satanic organizations in the United States, and it may be the most satanic organization funded by taxpayers. It's inconceivable to me, and in my pea brain, I cannot grasp this concept that we send them $500 million a year, $500 million a year is sent to Planned Parenthood to perform abortions in the United States. I just don't understand why that organization is not funded by private funds. I mean, the people in Hollywood love abortions. They have them like people eating popcorn in a movie theater. Why can't they fund Planned Parenthood? There are many of those Hollywood stars that love abortion. They think it's great. They think it's the best thing since sliced bread. Many of those Hollywood stars are worth over $100 million. I mean, racks of them. Dozens upon dozens of them are worth that kind of money. Others of them are worth 40 million, 50 million. There's so much wealth in Hollywood, it's mind-boggling. These movie stars and television stars are filthy rich. I mean, Oprah Winfrey could fund the entire program, writing out one check a month like she writes out her electric bill payment. Oprah Winfrey is gaspingly wealthy. She's a billionaire. I don't understand why taxpayers fund Planned Parenthood, but here's their take on pornography on their website. I went to the website and looked it up. Check this out. It says on the website, quote, many healthy, caring adults use porn. Most of them, she said, use it to, or the website said, they use it to enhance their sex lives, knowing that it is much more about fantasy than it is about reality, quote unquote. They answered this question about addiction. They said, quote, can you become addicted to watching pornography like you become addicted to drugs? Yes, but it's rare. It's possible, but it's rare, they said. They also summarized the downside of pornography. They included that too. That was mighty nice of them. It says, porn can lead to, quote, unrealistic expectations about sex and sexuality, unquote. Oh, that was a great contribution there from the satanic Planned Parenthood outfit. That's got to be the single most rotten corporation in the entire United States, without even a doubt. I'd have to dig very deep to find one as bad as them. But here's the problem with pornography. It's a bifurcated issue. Number one, pornography is adultery. It's also fornication. Now, the Greek word for adultery is moikia, which means any form of heterosexual sexual sin. Adultery does not apply to homosexuality, bestiality, or other types of sin that don't involve male or female. Now, fornication is the Greek word porneia, and that means any type of sexual sin. Porneia includes all forms of sin. Adultery only includes heterosexual sin. Jesus mentioned it in the Sermon on the Mount. He said, if you look at a woman to lust after her, you've already committed adultery with her in your heart. He's talking about males and females, moikia. Then he mentions the grounds for divorce, which is expanded dramatically to porneia or fornication. If you put away your wife, apoluo is the Greek word. It means to send away or get rid of your wife. Now he's talking about heterosexual relationships. He said, and she marries another, she commits adultery. And if you marry somebody else, you committed adultery, moikia, heterosexual sexual sin. He said, you can get divorced, but it has to be except for the cause of porneia, which is fornication. Pornography is a bifurcated issue. It's extremely dangerous. It's grounds for divorce. Fornication is also grounds for divorce. And B, pornography lets lust demons into the person's body, and they begin to develop a deep-seated desire, an uncontrollable desire for sexual urges. If you have lust demons, they hide in your body, but they manifest at certain times, pushing you to lust for things that you don't want to lust after. Now, it could also be lusting for material things, money, and so on. That's why the Bible speaks so vehemently against covetousness. Coveting is a lust. Lusting for sex is a lust. It is also a sin. By the way, desiring money and material things, if kept balanced, is not a sin. And of course, finding other people attractive is not lust. It's only a sin if you lust after them in your heart. Epithumia is the Greek word for lust there, and it means to have an ardent passion for something. Finding someone attractive or thinking they're good looking is not a sin, and it is not adultery or fornication. Thank God the state of Arizona is going to join 12 other states by God's grace, and they're going to declare pornography a toxic public health crisis. It is more than that. It's a spiritual crisis, and you need to be delivered from lust demons. 602-636-5800. Come by Thursday night for prayer. Come by the Deliverance Center. God wants to heal you now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.